first ever MSN All-State Media Day for girls soccer. Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Stickrett. Ball comes in, a good hit! 1-0! Shot, another save from Etheridge! Rebound, and it goes in the back of the net, the Bulldogs up 1-0! Burzma, but then for Vlasma! 3-0! Stewart Heiss with a shot! Upper 90 and in! Effectively today here on the Michigan Soccer Network, we are launching our new division of player recruitment videos. Mario Canoe now finds Stock. Finds Stock's got a left-footed banger. He shoots it! It's in! The Red Hawks equalize! Cut. Hello, everybody, and welcome here into Grand Ledge High School on this Saturday morning, not afternoon, Saturday morning. It is the MHSAA Boys State Finals. It is live here on the Michigan Soccer Network on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. My name's Jonathan Turner alongside Mr. Nathan Wangler, and this is going to be a good one here today. The first of 4 games here on the platform today. It begins with Muskegon Western Michigan Christian, who's been here 9 times before. They won it 2 years in a row, 22, 23, and they're back here again in 2024 for a chance for a three-peat.
Yeah, and not just here 9 times, so they've won it 9 times. Looking for number 10, that would be the second most in this division's history. So they've been there, Plymouth Christian, looking for number 1 in school history.
That's right. We're currently right now in the national anthem. We're going to pass it off here to the public address announcer here in just a moment, and they'll be back with you here for more.
And now, let's meet the teams for today's final game, featuring the Eagles of Plymouth Christian and the Warriors of Western Michigan Christian. First for the visiting team, Plymouth Christian, the starting keeper, Nick Virgil. Number 1, Jarrell Adams. Number 2, Liam Garrett. Number 3, Parker Thomason. Number 4, Brendan Broadhagen. Number 5, Austin Sumner. Number 7, Juan Chacon Beltran. Number 8, Brock Bushy. Number 9, Corey Jamerson. Number 10, Cademan Whipple. Number 11, Mac McDonald. Number 12, Jonah Noel. Number 13, Bennett Bushy. Number 15, Ethan Huesner. Number 17, Micah Levine. Number 19, Josh Murray. Number 20, Vinny Campo. Number 21, Luke Elliott. Number 23, Grant Ramsire. Number 25, Leonardo Levine. And number 30, Tamer Types. The head coach of Plymouth Christian, Brian Thomason. For the home team, Western Michigan Christian, the starting keeper 0, Dan Manessian. Number 2, Juan Diga. Number 3, Hunter Johnston. Number 4, Hudson Fair. Number 5, Theo Burzma. Number 6, Brighton Hoffman. Number 7, Colin Plasma. Number 8, Anderson Leffring. Number 9, Tyson Adama. Number 10, Ryan Rickson. Number 11, Seth Moorhead. Number 12, Luke Proctor. Number 13, Sam Wong. Number 14, Jude Proctor. Number 15, Luke Mott. Number 17, Carter Highmiller. Number 18, Joel Brink. Number 20, Brayden Olson. Number 21, Ben Visser. Number 22, Mason Panama. Number 23, Cole DeYoung. And number 24, Ben Evans. Western Michigan Christian head coach, Ben Kurtzma. Your officials for today's final game, Ashley Fromson, Aaliyah Frederick, Justin Harden, and Brian Chan. Plymouth Christian, Western Michigan Christian. Let's play soccer!
Moments away here from the start of this Division 4 MHSAA Boys Soccer State Final. Jonathan Turner alongside Nathan Wangler. Excited to have you here today. Just about an hour and a half from downtown Detroit. And really an hour and a half from the west side of Michigan as well. I mean, it's like we're like right smack dab in the middle of the state of Michigan as far as the 696 corridor is concerned.
Oh, we're almost closer to my side of the pond, or not the pond, but the mitten, if you will, which is pond, the same thing. But, it feels nice. Just about a 49-minute drive from Grand Rapids. Beautiful facility here at Grand Ledge. And obviously chilly, but that's what the postseason is. Whether you talk about soccer, whether you talk about football, if you're still playing and it's this cold outside, clearly you did something right. So a nice setting for this one here today. It's turning out to be a perfect day, albeit a little bit chilly in this one, but an exciting matchup. And JT, obviously, the storylines make our job what it is. It makes our job special, makes our job exciting, and there's a lot of storylines in this one. It's David, really, and Goliath, if you want to look at it that way. Western Michigan Christian, they have a reputation of getting here and winning these state championships. We talked about it earlier, a chance to make it 3 in a row with a win here today. On the other side for Plymouth Christian, not just getting to the state championship, which, by the way, they were 1 win away from doing 2 seasons ago, so they've been on the doorstep in recent seasons. They haven't won a state title in school history, so this is a chance for them to make a little bit of their own history here today, while on the other side, it just seems like business as usual for Muskegon, Western Michigan Christian, but just hoping for a close game here today, and obviously due to the talent on both sides of the equation here today, expecting exactly that.
That we are, as Grand Ledge is the place to be here today. You're watching this on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. You can also check out the highlights from this game tomorrow here on our website as well, and on YouTube, so which would be fantastic. Again, when people ask us where is the game, why aren't you watching the game? The game, if you want to watch the full video live stream of this game, you have to go over the NFHS network. You got to put in your credit card, and that's how you watch the game. I believe it's $11.99 a month. I believe, but they don't tell us. Well, actually, they do tell us, but I don't remember what it was.
They just give us the microphones and say go, and that's what we do.
So, but either way, that
we're here to entertain.
But either way, we are excited to have you along here for the ride wherever you're watching, listening, near or far. These two teams looking and hoping to hoist a trophy here, the championship trophy here, in about 80 minutes or so.
Oh, and you love the culture around it, too. We got the opportunity to walk down a little bit earlier, see some of the tailgating, all the parents and family and everybody showing up to the games. And it's interesting, this is a Division I facility here at Grand Ledge. I've actually got to call a couple of games against this high school in the football side of things, but they've packed it out for this soccer state final here today. So it's nice to see even these 2 Division IV institutions doing a good job at filling up all the stands down beneath us. But this is it, 80 minutes to figure out who brings home a state title in this division. And it's either going to be one team etching themselves into the history books with the second most all-time, just 5 short of Detroit Country Day, which is wild to consider. They have 15 all-time, or Plymouth Christian, who can officially put their names in there. Again, a team who's made those deep playoff runs, and again, frustrating that they haven't gotten to this point, but they finally have, and now a chance to finish it out. You got Cinderella, and again, you kind of got Goliath on the other side, so that's what's created this exciting matchup here today.
The music here, the DJ at Grand Ledge High School is on point here so far today. It's moments away Plymouth Christian will be in their white and purple kits going right to left. And Muskegon, Western Michigan Christian, the Warriors will be in their green kits going left to right. And we are underway from Grand Ledge High School, the Division IV MHSAA Boys Soccer State Finals. The Warriors will start off with the ball and move it up to that far side. Up that far side, they continue to work the ball around, looking to go inside towards Vlasma. Now the ball cleared up. Not out of danger quite yet. Still about 40 yards from goal, and Christian wins the ball back. Look to play it up now towards midfield. On that far side, it's Braden Hoffman. Braden Hoffman is now back to the center back for the Warriors and up this near side. That's Bonema, and can patiently play it back through their back line as Proctor now moves it up on that far side right in front of the Warriors bench. And here they come, looking towards Vlasma. And he'll look to find a seam up that far side, down by the corner, and he'll go out. Too much pace as it rolls out. I was looking for Braden Hoffman.
But I like their ball movement earlier in this one and being able to pass it along their back line confidently. That's something that they're going to have to do here today, right? Be patient right out of the gate. Don't try and force anything, because we talked about how that can create kind of lanes on the other side. And big mistakes is something that can't happen in this game here today. Committed one late in their last game in that semifinal, won a PK within 2 minutes, and that sent them into overtime and nearly kind of derailed this team. So a lot of those little mistakes, or rather big mistakes in big spots, just simply can't come here today. So be patient on the offensive side. Time is your friend when you're talking about playing against a team that is this stacked on the other side.
Ball up that far side, played by Luke Mott, the left center back. Now on to Vlasma. Vlasma outside the 18 on his right foot, now looking towards the 18. He'll fire one right at the goalkeeper, and Nick Virgil. It was right at him.
To Colin Vlasma. Save Virgil.
So Virgil makes the first save on the first shot of the morning. I'm so used to saying afternoon, Nathan. It's going to be tough for me to say morning all day long. Ball up that far side. It's Visser. Seeing what we thought we'd see here too, Nathan, is you're seeing Plymouth really sitting back, allowing Western Michigan, Muskegon, Western Michigan Christian to really kind of just dictate play here in the early going.
Well, and I guess they want to dominate time of possession. They want to dominate the ball. They kind of want to direct the game in their own way, and the only way to do that is to make sure that you have possession more than the other guys. And so right now, the point they're trying to get after is just possession.
The ball up that far side makes its way out of touch, and a throw in coming up here from Liam Garrett in Plymouth Christian.
Like, how long can we hold on to it and kind of force them to come to us, right? That has to be the mentality.
We talk about this Plymouth Christian side for a second. Coming into this, we're 15-5-3. Ryan Thompson. Thomason is their head coach. He's been there for 2 years, 21-10-9 overall in his 2 years at the helm. And we talked before this game. He mentioned, he's like, this is an unbelievable feeling. Our players, though, did not come here for second place.
Nor should they. And the fact that they've been able to get here really has, in a lot of ways, a surprise. And we talked about our picks, right before the playoffs started. And, of course, Plymouth Christian was in the conversation. But I got to see this team a little bit earlier this year. And they were good, but they've hit a different stride here in the postseason. They found a switch. And so that underdog mentality is something that can really carry a team, especially when you're going up against a team on the other side in Muskegon, West Michigan Christian that just, again, knows how to win at this level, kind of creates that little extra fire under your team.
One back by Plymouth Christian. That's Parker Thomason. And one back by the Warriors. Anima into Vlasma. It's now Highmiller. Up this near side to Wand Young. Right here in front of the crowd. Big crowd on hand. Bonema. Now Vlasma. He'll play it inside. Makes his way to his intended target. That's DeYoung, and he'll fire a shot that's right into the hands of Virgil. So Nick Virgil's now been tested twice here in the early going, coming up I would say with ease in both those opportunities.
Well, and they haven't been finding a lot of lanes to cross anything into the box on the outside, but right now working it back towards the middle has been working for the team in green. And again, at the very least, getting shots on goal.
Is up that far side. Now here come Plymouth Christian. Plymouth Christian is the home of the Eagles, as they call themselves. We talk about this side. They finished in the Michigan Independent Athletic Conference Blues second place at 6-2-2, as the flag will go up for offside, the first offside of the morning. As you mentioned, we talk about how they got here. You mentioned the Auburn Hills Oakland Christian game that you covered here back in September. That game finishing 2-1 in favor of Plymouth Christian in that afternoon. It was a really sloppy, wet day. Actually, it was not offside, by the way. It was a foul was called. Apologize. It was actually a foul just over midfield. This ball is put back in play by the Warriors. Headed, but not out of danger quite yet. Highmiller puts it towards Bonema. Bonema still battling inside the 18 with the Eagle defender in Luke Elliott, and then out for the first corner of the morning here for the Warriors.
What I was going to mention a little bit earlier, with this game being at 10 a.m., you wouldn't think it would make a difference, but it's interesting to see how teams show up for early games, especially when you talk about throughout the course of a regular season. They're pretty much all evening games, so we'll see.
So Mason Bonema will take this corner. The ball comes in and is headed away and outside the 18. Good little touch up this near side, but right back, here come the Warriors. Put back into the 18, looking towards Vlasma, but right into the hands of the goalkeeper and Virgil.
I saw him in pregame warm-ups, too, running through those passing lanes and trying to visualize exactly what that one looked like. That was nearly into a really good spot. I had to feed that one through a couple of bodies, but they were working on that religiously before this game here today.
So Bonema looking inside for Vlasma, just outside the 18, one back by the Eagles. That's now cleared up and out up this near side by the Eagles. So now a throw-in.
But look at how much early in this one the pitch is already tilted one direction. It's interesting to see the pressure already being applied by this Plymouth team.
So now Bonema. He'll collect it right around midfield looking for Vlasma. Vlasma got a lot of space, but met by a defender from the Eagles and Brock Bushy. But right back to the Warriors, the ball will go, making its way now right at midfield. Highmiller. That's tracked down by Juan DeYoung in his defensive third. The ball will go all the way back to Damanasi in the first touch of the morning for him, the goalkeeper for the Warriors. So far in the early going, it's been, I wouldn't say all Warriors, but they've had a bulk of the possession. As they work this ball around, now here this near side, DeYoung inside to his right center back and Luke Proctor, who will now go all the way opposite side of the pitch, that far side, right in front of the Plymouth Christian bench.
Oh, look at them using the entire length of the field, too. They get shut off on these opportunities. They work it back. They try again, just probing.
So now an opportunity now from Highmiller will shoot one. Carter Highmiller takes a shot from about 30 yards out right into the chest of Virgil. But if you're Virgil and you're thinking about the shots you want today, I would take 20 of those shots all day long.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But I do like the confidence to take it. Again, that middle has been open, and if you have a chance to rocket one on, may as well. So, that's 3 shots already for Plymouth Christian in this one.
So is Whipple looking to play it up top towards Leo Levine. So now Bonema has the ball just inside of 40 yards, and that ball played back to Virgil. He'll play it right up the middle. A dangerous ball. Eagles now defending once again. Oh, good contact. That's made just outside the 18. A great move by the Warrior attacker in Braden Hoffman, number 6. draws the foul, and this is as close as you can be to be inside the box without being actually inside the box for a foul.
Oh, this defensive back line right now is just getting gashed from Muskegon, Western Michigan Christian. I mean, just players just weaving in and out, so they have to figure out a way to solidify, because you're right, that one was about a foot away from being potentially disastrous just in these first few moments of this first half.
So here we are. We're 10 minutes into this game, 11 minutes now, as this shot will be taken by none other than Cole DeYoung. DeYoung will look to cross it into the box. It's headed away, but right at top of the 18. DeYoung will slip and fall, and now here come the Eagles in transition. They're being led by, this ball is played up. Good ball into McDonald. McDonald, now the ball played all the way back to the goalkeeper. Ooh, a good cutback by Manassian. He was under pressure. Pressure coming from Luke Elliott. But that's the kind of thing that you got to be careful of if you're the Warriors. You're the entire game, the first 11 minutes of this game, you've really been in control of this match. And a team like Plymouth Christian is going to be very opportunistic at times today, because they're sitting back. And I'm not saying that that's their game plan. It might just be the early going aspect of their game plan. But they might be sitting back here today trying to slow this team down and just play the counterattack. And if you do it well enough and frustrate a team, it can be very successful if you do it right.
Well, you took the words right out of my mouth. They've controlled play pretty much up to this point in the first half. They've been passing the ball around. They've been holding on to it for a while. The last thing you want to do against a talented team on the other side, dressed in white here today, is give them an opportunity on those counterattacks to just get, not necessarily a lucky one, but you're right, just opportunistic. You don't want to allow those free ones, because you don't want to have to battle from being down. You don't want to have to fight uphill against a team like this.
So ball is knocked back out again on this near side, being thrown back in by Juan DeYoung. Good cut back from DeYoung. On his left foot, it's right at Virgil.
Looks like they called a foul just outside the box.
Interesting. Typically, you don't see that. I'm not going to argue that it was a foul or not, but he got the shot off, so now you're double penalizing the team that created the foul. Typically don't see that happen. Maybe if the ball had gone wide or whatever else, but I don't know why you'd be putting this one back in and giving them that free kick chance. But a free kick nonetheless. Standing over this one is Cole DeYoung. DeYoung, far post, touch, saved by Virgil. Vlasman was right there for the rebound, but it was cleared away and up now towards midfield.
It's so heartbreaking, too, because they got the deflection they wanted. They got exactly what they needed on that play. The initial save, but the ball squirts free right in front where there's a couple of green jerseys just too wide for a second attempt. Outside of that was the great set piece. Pretty much went as scheduled, as it was supposed to, just weren't able to finish it off at the very end.
Nick Virgil just kind of pushed it aside with his right hand, and it was just enough to keep it away from an on-running Vlasma. Now ball settled back down. That was Anima. Now all the way back to the goalkeeper in Manassian. Now the Eagles playing it up. This is Whipple. Whipple trying to get it back. Now he'll kind of deflect it with his head on this near side. Was looking for Leo Levine. Now the Warriors have it back right around midfield. Played inside to Cole DeYoung. Now this ball makes its way out of touch. And a throw-in coming up here on this near side. So now you'll see this ball. You won't see, but we see it. Number 11 moving the ball. Seth Moorhead all the way back now at Manassian. This ball makes its way out of touch again here on this near side. We appreciate you stopping by here on this Saturday morning to watch not one, not two, not three, but four MHSAA boys soccer state finals. This ball played over the back line of the Warriors and forced to clear it away was number 15 in Luke Mott. It's going to be a great day. What do you think, Nathan? It's going to be a great day?
Well, yeah, great in terms of the day itself, but also great in terms of some of the matchups, too. A lot of it has to do with some of the first-timers and some of the surprises that have made their way all the way to the state finals. It's always fun to see the teams that obviously almost make it a yearly tradition, but between these guys and Plymouth Christian, Byron Center getting here, which was in a lot of ways a shock, Forest Hills Northern, there's a lot of teams that have a chance to make history.
As Whipple will fire a shot from about 35 yards out, makes his way right into the hands.
Hageman Whipple.
Right into the hands of Nick Virgil. I don't think it made it on frame.
Save
so I wouldn't count.
Well,
they're going to call it a save here, but from our angle, it looked like it was going wide. But who are we going to argue with? We're not going to argue with that golden voice, are we, Nathan Wingler?
He saved it from going out of bounds.
Is Whipple looking to get a little give and go. And we're seeing a little more attack now as a shot from distance coming from Leo Levine.
Goal kick, Western Michigan
for
Christian.
a goal kick.
Shout out Trey Reed on the public address announcing here
Number
today.
4, Hudson Fair.
Believe it or not, he was the...
Anderson left ring. And number 10, Ryan Rickson.
Oh, so we just found this out. We appreciate Andy Freshour coming right in the press box. He's in charge of the soccer committee here for the MHSAA, saying that the actual goalkeeper in goal is actually Jonah Knoll. So their backup goal, I guess supposedly during warm-ups, Virgil took a hit to the head, and he's currently not playing right now. So that is not what you want, obviously. But so far, I mean, can't complain about the goalkeeping so far in Jonah Knoll then.
Well, if you're Knoll, you see this as an opportunity. You want to go leave your legacy, here you go. You have a chance to go win a state championship, and as the backup, you kind of wait and you pray for days like this where you don't want to see an injury, but late scratch, now it's your chance to go out and win it.
That is I guess if you were a backup in the sense of things, I mean, as someone who was in a state championship back in 1997, I didn't play in it. I was a third string. I was a third string goalkeeper in that game. Had both other goalkeepers gotten hurt, I don't know if I would have made it into the game, man. I would have been
a little nervous.
I've been like what's his name, Jamie Foxx in Any Given Sunday, throwing up every.
Western Michigan
only a
Christian
sophomore,
Power. Free kick, Eagles.
That's sports though for you, right? Next man up mentality's got to be, you got to be ready for it.
You get over it though, right? You get the first couple of seconds, couple of moments out of the way, and all of a sudden you're good to go. So it's leading up to the game that's the hardest. And you ask any athletes that, it's always the butterflies. But in football it's the first hit, in baseball it's the first pitch, in soccer it's once that ball's kicked off. The nerves tend to go away pretty quickly. Now it's just a matter of locking in, getting the job done.
So a free kick coming up here for the Eagles. Whipple will put this one in. Headed up top of the 18 still. Warriors trying to get the ball out of there. Eagles still fighting as well. This is about 30 yards from goal. Finally, Warriors now under control, but nope. Right back to the Eagles. Again, the pressure here continuing from the Eagles as they put this ball up towards top of the 18. Shot coming in, not enough pace on that one.
Shot number 3.
There's a shot coming in from Parker Thomason.
Save Manassian.
So if we use it at home listening into there today, we do apologize if we were saying the wrong goalkeeper for the first 10 minutes of this game, but we were informed here just a few moments ago that the goalkeeper, Nick Virgil, is not on the pitch here due to taking a hit in the head during warm-ups. So one back by the Eagles right around midfield. Settled down. Ramsire. Whipple steps in. He'll get the ball back right at midfield. Look to play it across over the top. What a great ball! And that goes wide!
Shot
Grant Ramsire.
23, Grant Ramsire.
Ramsar with a fantastic ball coming in over the top from Whipple. He was just outside the 18. One touch goes wide.
In for Western Michigan Christian. Number 3, Hunter
talked about the importance of touch before, you and I, right? Like the ball being faster than the guy and how important it is, not just in the game of soccer, but you also talk about, turf surface, but playing the ball over the top might not be the worst thing for Plymouth Christian here today. Whipple is so good at bending that ball into the spot he needs, even on that set piece a little bit earlier, right into the mess. Weren't able to come out with it, but it's such a strong leg and a good sense of direction with those touches too.
So Levine now is seeing a little more momentum coming out of the Eagles right now as here comes Ramsire once again. Up this near side, but the ball will be considered offside there
Plymouth
by
Christian.
The Eagles.
Free kick, Warriors.
So 21 minutes into this game, it's 0-0. You're listening to Division IV MHSAA Boys Soccer State Finals. John the Turn alongside Nathan Wing. Yes, we are on camera today. We can wave. Wave. There. The guy down below here, that's Uncle John right there.
Uncle John.
Uncle John. Our audio technician. This ball is kind of skirts through. Vlas will try to run onto it just outside the 18, and the Eagles will clear it up towards midfield and headed away by Carter Highmiller for the Warriors. So almost a miscue defensively there by the Eagles.
And they have to keep an eye on him, too, because it's just that speed along that front line. You can tell that he's just a step quicker than a lot of those other defenders. But right now, at least doing a good job staying in lockstep with him and just disrupting this West Michigan Christian offense just enough to keep themselves in it.
So the ball makes its way up that far side. The Warriors trying to clear it away. Now right in front of the Warriors bench. You're working up that far side. It's now played by DeYoung on the top for Vlasma. Now Vlasma! Right off the hands
Shot
of Jonah. No, but goes out for a corner. Nope. They're going to say it stayed on the pitch. So Vlasma from about 25 yards out.
Please. Last minute starting lineup change for Plymouth Christian. The keeper, Jonah Noel.
So Jonah Noel makes a save. The way that looked from our angle, almost looked like that might have made its way into the goal off that save. Or did you see the same thing?
Yeah, I thought initially, because it did kind of pop up over its head, it was heading towards the corner. I thought it would get in, but on a fastball like that, just to get your hands on it is impressive. I am curious, though, as a goalie with cold mornings like this, does that ball feel like a rock coming off your hands? I imagine it has to feel a little bit harder than what it usually does.
Well, I mean, the field is wet right now. We saw that dew. There's frost, dew, whatever you want to call it, but it was definitely a kind of an icy sheet here this morning. So I would imagine that the ball's coming in with a skip, too. So if I was an attacker, I'd be playing that ball on the turf right now, not in the air. But, yeah, I can tell you right now, the ball was a lot harder on days like today than on those nice summer afternoons, 70 or 80 degrees outside, right? So I'd imagine he's feeling it in his fingertips a little bit.
Still feeling the sting.
But the adrenaline, I'd imagine, right now is probably making some of that not be too much of a problem. As a throw-in coming up here for the Warriors on this near side, right at midfield.
So the weather, it means a little bit, but when you're out there running around and the blood's flowing, it certainly helps out a little bit more to be in that position.
And number 6, Braden Hoffman.
A reminder, coming up after this game at 12:30, the Division III state final. Notre Dame Prep is taking on Elk Rapids here at 12:30. We'll have all the coverage after this game. Ball played up that far side. The Warriors have it right in front of the Eagles bench. Ball won back by Juan Chacon Beltran. What a great name, by the way. Come on. I mean, that's a great name.
That can fit in a couple of different sports, too.
I know. Baseball, for sure.
That's what I'm saying. Sounds like a shortstop.
Definitely, I don't know lacrosse. I don't know lacrosse. I mean, I've never called a lacrosse game before, but definitely football, definitely baseball. Well, all sports, but Juan Chacon Beltran, great name. Is it played right back to him? And I always wondered, too, when you have the the Chacon Beltron, obviously that they're connected. They're you got to see them both.
Western
But
Michigan
does the player want both names being mentioned? Do they want just the one? I mean, I'm just curious. The thought process.
Players call each other nicknames. I'm convinced that some teammates don't even know the other teammate's actual name. They just call them by their nicknames. It's always funny when I ask for pronunciations. They're like, "Well, I just call him this." I'm like, "Well, I can't call him that live on the air." So we can actually figure out what the real name is. That would be helpful.
When I see that Chacon, I think of Meet the Millers.
Okay, that's good. All right.
Right? Remember that scene? Is a little physical play from Grant Ramsire right here on this near side. So a free kick coming up for the Warriors about 50-so yards away from goal.
So you're saying it could be in movies too?
I just remember that, I just remember when the character's name was Chacon. So we'll see. It'll be brought back in by DeYoung. A long ball into the 18. Makes its way in there, but headed away by the Eagles. Picked up right about 40 yards from the Eagles' goal by Ramsire. He'll take it over midfield. It's 1 versus 5 right now. Now in comes Tomlinson. Tomlinson up that far side and defended well by the Warriors. It was a lopsided numbers in favor of the Warriors defensively. So 26 minutes in, 0-0. Eagles have it back. It's Whipple. Whips it out wide. Cutting. Down goes an Eagle, and out it will go for a throw-in on that far side. It's number 17, Micah Levine, that helped get that throw-in deep in that corner for the Eagles. Throw-in coming in, but throwing right to the Warriors in number 9 in Anima. But that ball cleared up right towards about 50 yards or so from goal for the Eagles, and they'll play it back and play a ball over the back line. And running onto that is Ramsire, but he was in an offside position when the ball was played.
Offside.
And they'll get a free kick here for the Warriors.
I think Ramsire knew it, too. You saw him kind of hesitate there at the end before starting to sprint onto that one. And I think he kind of sensed the fact that he was over that line once that ball was released. Tough break. Probably would have gotten it there in the corner, but just a little bit too quick getting to it.
The Warriors are head coached by Ben Bursma. Been at the helm for the Warriors for the past 5 years. He's got a record of 73, and look at his shot from Vlasma is blocked on its way towards goal and out for a corner kick. 73, 32, and 12 in his 5 years has this team in their 3rd consecutive state final. It's unbelievable. Think about that, 3 years in a row.
And obviously the players are the ones that go out and win the game, but as a coach, you have to set culture. You have to set expectations. You have to set practices. You have to put them in that position.
So Bonham will put this one back in play. Off the corner, towards that near post. It's headed right back out where it came from.
Another Warrior corner kick.
And out for a corner. It was Thomason from the Eagles that headed that one away. So ball comes back in once again towards that near post, and Thomason does a great job of heading it out of pressure again. Right back, though, to DeYoung. He'll play it back in towards that back post, and headed right into the hands of Noel.
Save, Jonah Noel.
Believe that was 17, Carter Highmiller that put that head right at Noel. As pressure continues to mount here from the Warriors. The ball pushed out wide to that far side. Cut inside, and there's a tackle. Referee says no foul as Braden Hoffman went down inside the 18. That looked close, Nathan. That looked really close.
Yeah, he must have gotten a piece of it, and obviously from where the ref was standing right there, he must have seen that he got some of the ball. Looked like a foul from our vantage.
So Vlasma now fighting hard up this middle of the park. Vlasma keeps going through traffic and finally cleared away defensively by number 11, Mac McDonald.
And it's one of those things for this team in Plymouth Christian here today. You got to do the little physical things. Maybe try to get away with a few things. That's fine. I mean, doing everything that you can to just try to avoid that ball going in the back of the net and taking some pressure off your goaltender. And at the same exact time, and that's exactly what they're doing. Even if it results in a set piece in a close position, that's fine. Just don't let them have a free run, and Vlasma has just been so dangerous along that front line. The senior's been pretty much leading this team throughout the postseason. So good at his footwork, so fast. Just got to try and shut him down any way you can.
Ball played inside. DeYoung looking to play it up in the middle of the park. Looking for Vlasma and cleared away, but still on the pitch. It's Brock Bush. He was there for the Eagles.
Well, that was almost a handball, too. You heard some of the fans yelling about that one. Defended properly. Last line of defense on that play. Had to retreat to try and send that one away. Sent it right off of his elbow, but nothing called. So Plymouth Christian, again, playing physical, aggressive on the defensive end, but, maybe getting away with a few here in this first half.
In for Western Michigan Christian.
A substitution coming in now. Juan DeYoung will take off. Number 3 here for the Warriors. That's Hunter Johnston, the junior. Ball thrown in towards Vlasma. He'll try and track it down. Bushy there will kind of win that battle, but they're going to say Bushy was the one that fouled Vlasma. Vlasma was trying to get position there.
Plymouth Christian,
and I would argue that it was Vlasma that created the foul, but referee calls that in favor of the Warriors.
And that's so hard, too. When you have two players fighting back and forth, like as a referee, it's all up to your discretion exactly how you call that and who it gets called on. Vlasma, you're right, just kind of barreling through trying to get to the spot. Just looked like he got tripped up. I don't think it was any sort of malpractice defensively that time, but here we go. Another great set piece for this team in this first half.
So as DeYoung will stand over this one once again. Cole DeYoung, number 23, 3-man wall. He'll take a shot from distance that just rises as he's closer to goal and goes wide and high.
Goal kick.
Tried to put a little bit more backspin on that one, and the truth is if he got it, he probably would have been able to fit it in upper 90. Just missed that top post by about a foot on that one. Tried to spin it off the left, just left it a little bit too high, but you're definitely seeing the pitch continue to tilt one direction. They're just so fast.
Cole DeYoung coming into this game. He's played in 21 games this season, 5 goals, 24 assists. That's unbelievable. Think about on the flip side of that, tackling Vlasma, he's got 27 goals and 5 assists. So an unbelievable player. As we get closer towards the end of this game, we start talking about, all-state dream team, which player's going to make that? Is this ball pushed out wide on that far side, looking into DeYoung. DeYoung slots it in towards the middle of the box and cleared away, but not out of danger quite yet. The Warriors still have the ball. Makes its way now to Juan DeYoung. Into DeYoung. Cole DeYoung will take a shot with his left foot, and Noel is... That shot looked not so dangerous, but Noel had to dive to his left to get there.
Yeah, he hasn't had to move a ton for a lot of these shots here today, but he is a backup. So the truth is he's still playing, kind of standing on his head right now.
Now Ramsire, about 30 yards from goal, trying to go through not one but 5 defenders of the Warriors. And that's a tough battle. I mean, I understand it. Your job as a defender in that moment, Nathan, is to buy some time for the rest of your team to get forward, right? It's this ball played up over the top, into the 18, and Manassian is right there to pick it up. Another ball just over the top. That one was looking for teammate in Levine. Is now hard tackle here, just right.
Official timeout for injury.
Right here in front of the near side, right at the 50-yard line. The clock will come to a stop. I don't think I saw a yellow card come out.
Western Michigan Christian foul.
No, it's just a little back and forth. Just you bump me, I bump you. My bump just so happened to be a little bit harder than yours. Ends up hitting the ground. No flopping on that play. Quickly back up to his feet and back into play. So that's just back and forth physical play.
At 6:24.
There along the midfield. And again, Plymouth Christian doing the thing they need to try to do here today, and that's physically take this other team out of the game.
Said 24 seconds left. So we just basically have 6 minutes, 24 seconds to go in this first half. It's 0-0.
In for Plymouth Christian, number 30, Tamer Tybes.
So will be taken by Whipple. It's back underway here from Grand Ledge High School. Trying to be tracked down on that far side. Warriors still have the ball. Huffman. One back by the Eagles, right at midfield, right in front of their bench. Warriors now have it right at midfield. Up this near side, finding Bonema. Bonema tries to cut inside, defended well by two defenders. Is Levine, he'll lose the ball. He's just poked away up this near side, right around midfield.
And this midfield doing a good job cutting off some of these passing lanes, too, at the very least, for Western Michigan Christian. Disrupting things just enough, again, to take that pressure off their goaltender, but also try and set up their offense at the same exact time. You have to match defensive intensity in a game like this one here today. You just can't let them move the ball around the way that they did in really those first few moments of this game.
Ball thrown back in, headed by Highmiller. And then again going out on this near side. Thrown in by Luke Elliott. And knocked away again off the head of Highmiller, out for another throw-in. This time Whipple will throw it in, looking towards Ramsire. Another throw-in. Ball was sent back in off the throw. Liam Garrett. Now towards Whipple. Coming in hard was an Eagle defender. Now that's a foul. Hard whistle.
Plymouth Christian foul.
From the referee. I think it was Whipple that caused that foul.
And you know, the thing is they kind of forced them to reset on that one. I'm almost okay with that. You don't want to allow them a free charge the other direction. Once they're able to string together 1, 2, 3, 4 passes, all of a sudden it's like tic-tac-toe, the way that they're able to move the ball and really move, synchronization. It's so fluid. It's like water, the way that this offense runs on the other side for Western Michigan Christian. So even if you commit a tough foul, if you force them to stop their momentum, I guess I'm okay with that.
So ball right now around 40 yards from goal. Attempt there by Cole DeYoung to slide it through towards Lasma. It was intercepted. On that far side now, as that's picked up by Micah Levine. He'll try to look for Thomason, but last touched off Thomason, out for a throw and right in front of the Warrior bench. So ball played inside now for Whipple of the Eagles. One back by Highmiller and the Warriors. Up that far side. That's Bonema. He used to be on the right side, or our near side. Now he's on the left far side, playing in that outside midfielder position. So far on our YouTube channel, we can see 91% of you have Muskegon, Western Michigan Christian winning this game. 9% have Plymouth Christian coming away. There are no ties today, so you can't vote for that. Ball played inside towards Lasma. He goes down about 25 yards from goal.
This is the beauty of postseason soccer, though. We will have a winner or a loser. No such thing as a draw in this game here today.
Whereas Ted Lasso would say, a draw? A draw? What's a tie? Wow. Love that show. They're bringing it back for a 4th season, too. I don't know if you heard about that. Bring it back for a 4th season. When they said it was over.
I have to see the first
3?
Well, the second and third.
Well,
I guess my viewership was cut short. I guess I got distracted and started watching something else.
Well, just be like a goldfish. Ball back inside. Eagles have the ball, looking, play it back into Leo Levine. Now one back by Heimiller and the Warriors. Little dummy. This ball makes its way in a hard-fought battle. It's now Cole DeYoung looks to go over the top. Ball inside the 18. It's still loose, and now a foul called on the Warriors.
Western Michigan Christian foul, free kick, Eagles.
Brock Bush, he's been putting his body on the line to help his goaltender here today. He is doing the Lord's work in the mind of the goalie here.
First half.
Retreating.
1 minute.
Doing as much as he can to try and shut down a lot of these deep lobs into the box as they continue to look for Vlasma. But good work here in this first half.
So you heard it here. 1 minute left to go in this first half. 0-0 is your score. Warriors have had the better of the opportunities in this one. Ball up this near side. Good cutback by Juan DeYoung. Ball played, looking to go over the top towards Vlasma. As Vlasma will try and come down with it. Physical play from Vlasma. No foul call, but some collision. You can hear the fans here from Plymouth Christian not happy. The ball
10,
looking towards Vlasma.
9,
now Vlasma,
8,
the 18.
7.
You can hear the
6,
countdown
5,
here as this one
4,
put back out.
3,
and
2,
that will wrap up
1.
this first half. So there it is. The first half comes to an end.
Halftime score.
And
of this
I mean, it's
Division
0-0
4
here.
game.
It's 0-0 here at Grand Ledge High School for this Division 4 state final. A number of opportunities in this first half for both teams, but the Warriors having the better of the chances.
Man, the key in that first half is just how scrappy defensively that Plymouth Christian was. And Vlasma, again, they continue to those deep lobs. They continue to target him. There's really no mistaking exactly what Western Michigan Christian is trying to do in this game, and that's get the ball onto the feet of their strikers, try to use that speed against Plymouth Christian, but right now just doing enough to bend, not break on the defensive end, and that's allowing these opportunities to keep this game. Again, scoreless going into halftime is exactly where they want them, so continue doing what they do on the defensive end and then see if you can't get a few more chances on the other side of the aisle. I thought that was a great job by them on the defensive side.
No question about it. 40 minutes down, 40 minutes to go. Who will come out of here hoisting a state championship trophy? Will it be the Warriors of Muskegon, West Michigan Christian, or Plymouth Christian? We'll find out after this. Now Worrell has a good cutback from him. He'll fire one, and that's going to go in!
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Going to be a shot from distance that goes in the back of the net! What a strike! Ball put up high in back post. This one still finds a way. That one goes in. Steps up. And a save! And St. John's comes from the depths!
My dad and my grandfather are officials. I've grown up around officials and seeing how much they enjoy being part of the games. As a student athlete, I've always appreciated the people out there who are willing to give back to the kids. The Legacy program lets me officiate while I'm still in high school, working younger kids' games. Officiating gives me a better understanding of the game. I get to make some pretty good money for a high school kid, and I even get to spend some quality time with my dad. There's help wanted. Just whistle.
Sacker down by the end line. Puts us across. Lose your eye! And just like that, 1-1. Now Elders may look to take a shot. He does, and he buries it! Steps up, and just like that, Reed Dennis comes up big. Lugerai, one-on-one. Lugerai, he'll be taken down inside the box.
Knocked back in, Nationals got it. Bicycle kick for a goal!
Now Sacker. Sacker into the 18. Sacker shot. That goes off the goalkeeper's glove into the net. 2-1 here in the 32nd. This one played in. That's a good ball. And that one goes in. And just like that, the Nationals now have a 1-0 lead. Walensky puts his far post. One-touch opportunity. And what a great goal that was.
Joaquin Beatty of Ohio League.
Look at that shot from Sevi Roy. My goodness, Sevi Roy with a left-footed banger.
We are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools, from Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena. Each year, more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials, not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope. We believe nothing beats great sportsmanship, and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school, support your community, and come see what the excitement is all about.
He'll cut it back on his left foot, and that goes in! Towards the 6, a one-time shot, and it's 2. Now one with Everett! What a save! One-time shot! My goodness! One finds his way to the back. Banger. He shoots it! It's in!
Voice of Michigan Student Athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played.
We are responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic students can thrive.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stand should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game. We believe coaches should act as teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and be supportive of their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports.
and respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports
while maintaining a high level of respect for all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game.
Are you looking to take your game to the next level? Did you know that MSN is now offering player recruitment videos? Our packages include a player profile where you show your preferred positions, the club, the league, or school that you play in, your current coach contact information, and more. The highlight videos could be self-submitted, 15 to 30 clips that will be put into a 3 to 7 minute long video. Video review of your Huddle, VO, or other platforms that you might have video on, as well as for an additional charge, MSN can come out and film games for you to create those clips. Our coach evaluation process, which is also an additional charge, where we have college coaches from various levels across the United States that will review your game film and provide feedback on how to improve that film, as well as also evaluating your play and what you can improve on. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Our mission is to help players take their game to the next level and reach their potential. Not only do we help develop fundamental technical skills such as ball control in tight spaces with different surfaces, dribbling at speed and changing direction, using a variety of 1v1 skills to create space, receiving on a half turn, hook turn, and out of the air, finish.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back here into Grand Ledge High School at the half. It's 0-0. Muskegon, Western Michigan Christian against Plymouth Christian, fighting for a Division IV state championship trophy that someone will hoist here in just about 40 minutes, maybe 60 minutes. Either way, happy to have you along for the ride. Wherever you're watching, near and far, we're live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Jonathan Turner alongside Mr. Nathan Wangler. In between us, Uncle John.
Well, John, coming into the second half, I think if you're Plymouth Christian, try to do as much as you can in controlling the game in terms of ball movement and all those other little things that help them keep this game competitive going into halftime. We talked about it. For them, going into the half scoreless against the team that they're facing here today, that's a good place to start. Frustrating them enough to keep them out of goal, but on the other side for Western Michigan, or Muskegon, Western Michigan Christian,
it's a lot to say.
It's a mouthful, but continue business as usual. They had a lot of great chances.
That they did. We're back underway here with second half action, Division IV MHSAA Boys Soccer State Finals. The Warriors are in green. They're going now right to left on our screen, not your screen, and the Eagles are in their white and purple kits. They are going left to right as Vlasma now has the ball, plays it inside. Now back out on that far side, Bonema. Bonema, little step over, tries to get through two defenders, still has the ball. Whipple's there for the Eagles. He'll play it back. That's DeYoung. He'll cut back and now play it back over midfield to his defensive side of the pitch. Just worked around now. They'll spread the field out. Makes its way to Ben Visser. On this near side, he's met by Thomason for the Eagles. He'll try to get by him. He does. Visser, good defensive work, but now picked back up by the Warriors. And Hoffman into Vlasma. Heavy first touch from him. It's now Levine into Ramsire. Whipple for the Eagles, plays it up, and that will make its way out of touch. And you start talking about the size of these two schools, and you can see Nathan, by the bench sizes. The Warriors have at least 18 people on the bench on their far side. You don't see nearly as many players for the Plymouth Christian Eagles.
And that matters because obviously depth is something that's super important. It also matters. It's interesting when you talk about practice and getting teams ready for a week. The best way to go out and win games in the postseason, have a good scout team.
Ball over the top, looking for Ramsire. Ramsire gets the ball. Ramsire into the 18. DeYoung is there defensively. And then finally, this is going to be poked out. First corner of the morning.
Corner kick.
Coming up here
Plymouth Christian
for the Eagles.
And a good job by Ramsire not turning that one back too early. Waited until the very last second before turning that one back because he realized it was going to be hard to get around. Try to get the deflection out of bounds and set yourself up for a corner. And that's exactly what they do. Pretty early here in the second half. That was a good move.
So a corner kick coming up for the Eagles. Taken by Thomason. Thomason, ball is high in the air. Ball pops up still inside the 6. Ball now kind of poked out to where it came from. Thomason will bring it down for the Eagles. Puts it inside the 18. Now played up top of the 18. A shot from distance goes up. I believe that was Mac McDonald. Took that shot McDonald. As it goes up and through the field goal uprights.
Goal kick, Warriors.
A good job settling that one down and keeping it in a good area to send one on net if you're Plymouth Christian. And I like that angle. Another shot back towards the middle. He had to get it off quickly, so that's the hard thing about that one. Wasn't really able to settle it and get off the shot that he wanted. Just kind of had to, set it down and go. Just airmailed it a little bit too much.
So ball on that far side will trickle over the end line and out for a goal kick for the Warriors.
Goal kick, Warriors.
Happy to have you along here for the ride for not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 games here today. So as Nathan will attest, he's got his honey ready for his voice. I've never actually done the whole honey thing. I know that you are big.
Honey, Starbursts are all another big one.
So down by the end line, the Eagles. Ball cut back. Now Whipple. Whipple will look to whip one towards goal. That's blocked. Now McDonald will slide over for the Eagles. As the ball put back in now towards top of the 18, going towards his near side. As in came in number 17, Micah Levine, and he'll be called for the foul.
Free kick, Western Michigan Christian.
Throat drops. It's another good one.
They all have sugar.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
I know. It's just all of no sugar. I just.
Water is king, though. Don't forget.
Water is definitely king.
It's not fun, but it's king.
King of the liquids. Ball played up now. As Cole DeYoung loses the ball, as it will go out now in favor of the Eagles on this near side. Remember last year, Muskegon, Western Michigan Christian took on Bishop Foley in the Division IV state finals. They came away with a 3-0 victory as Hoffman up this near side. Bushy. Now down by the end line. It's kind of poked into the 18 and now cleared up and out on its way towards midfield. Good poke by Anima. Now ball pushed out wide. Bonema loses the ball. Good defensive work, and now here come the Eagles up that far side right in front of the Warriors bench. Ball goes out. Throw-in coming up for Leo Levine and the Eagles. So far, 15 total votes. 73% of you have the Warriors winning this game. 27% have the Eagles. Ball cut back. Down went number 15 for the Eagles. That's Ethan Hussner.
Well, the longer this game drags out, the longer that we go without a goal, it pretty much shifts into their advantage.
There's now Vlasma up that far side. Looks to maybe put one into the 18 down by the end line. Still fighting hard. Remember, he's got 27 goals this season. Vlasma, ball hits off the hand of Whipple, but there's no way the referee's going to call that one on this Saturday. Maybe last Saturday, but not today. Ben Visser puts his ball into the 18 towards Vlasma. Almost stepping in front of that was Whipple. But now Highmiller plays it towards Vlasma. Vlasma's about 30 yards from goal. Ball put back towards that back post. A good little ball coming in from DeYoung. It's now Bonema. Tries to go through a defender. Right now the Eagles kind of on their heels a little bit, but now here come the Eagles and Ramsire. It's actually McDonald, I apologize. Ball played back now into the Eagles side of the pitch, and they'll take their time as they clear this ball up over midfield. Now, Luke Elliott on the ball up on this near side. A cut past into the 18 is goalkeeper Jenna Noel come up with it.
And at the very least, this first half doesn't look, or rather the second half doesn't look like it did the first half starting. And then Noel was under fire, almost felt like instantaneously. Had to make a couple of big saves, but now again that defensive back line just doing the little things to take the pressure off of them, and more so cutting down some of those lanes. Vlasma, it's just, they're really kind of targeting him on the defensive end, and right now it's working out for him.
Well, Brock Bushy has been assigned to Vlasma. He has been man-marking him all game long. He's done a really good job of just closing him down and really not allowing him to do a whole lot once he gets the ball with his back to goal.
And like we talked about in that first half, just kind of sacrificing everything, really putting that body on the line just to make sure he doesn't get an open opportunity, and it's what's kept this game where it's at.
Chacon Beltrain puts the ball out wide up that far side. Trying to track it down is Levine. That's Leo Levine in the corner. Met by Thomason from the Eagles, and say the ball had already gone out. So the referee will tie his shoes, and we'll get a couple substitutions coming in as well. This for the Warriors. Looks like number 8.
In for Western Michigan Christian.
Anderson Leffering.
Number 8, Anderson Leffering. Number 10, Ryan Rickson.
And
11, Seth Moorhead.
And Seth Moorhead all make their way onto the pitch. It is a beautiful, beautiful morning here in Michigan. About 10 minutes away from Lansing. Is that about right? 10 minutes? Or Michigan State Spartans will have a football game here, I think this afternoon.
3:30.
3:30, there you go.
The Crimson Wave, it's coming.
Oh boy. Ball looking to be pushed out wide by the Eagles, and that was a shot from Whipple looking to be taken from about 40 yards out, but it was blocked. A ball looking to go through the seam. Now Vlasma will chest it down, and he's about 30 yards from goal. As on the ball cleared up right in front of the Warriors bench. DeYoung. He'll cut it back. Keeps fighting hard, and Ryan Rickson now in on the battle for the Warriors. And really right now the Eagles are struggling really to kind of create consistency in their passing. They've had moments where they've been dangerous, but just unable to really combine. This ball just given away there by Thomason.
Kind of to circle back to a point you made in an earlier broadcast we were doing together, right? The hardest pass to make is that last one, and then the setup pass and everything else, right? They got passes 1 and 2 down right now, but can't find that final connecting one.
On the flip side, really, for the Warriors, they just haven't been able to find a way, as Dan always says, the Rubik's Cube, you know, of this defense of Plymouth Christian. They've really done a good job of man marking and really creating some frustration for Vlasma. He's just not been able to have the room and space that he'd like. And honestly, if you're Plymouth Christian and Ryan Thomason, you're okay with Vlasma being out wide. This ball played into the 18, tracked down by the forward in Grant
Goal kick,
Ramsire.
Warriors.
The goal kick is the
Plymouth
result.
Christian number 30, Tamer Types.
Grant Ramsire, obviously a very important part of this team. Ramsire comes into this game. He's played in 22 games, 12 goals, 11 assists on the season. It's pretty impressive. Again, if you think about the types of leagues these teams play in, he's a sophomore as well, which makes it even more impressive. So 2 more years of Ramsire is now Whipple. He'll take a shot towards that near post and
shot number 10.
Covered up by
Capeman Whipple.
Yeah, Manassian.
Save Manassian.
So 53 minutes into this game, it's still 0-0. Hey, if you're watching on YouTube, get a comment and let us know where you're watching, who you're rooting for. Ask us a question, you know. What do you want to know? Do you want to know who Uncle John is? You can ask that. You know, that's...
Who are you people? What do you want from us?
Yeah. I don't want anything, to be fair. Just a subscribe, a like, a share. That's really all I want. His ball is played in towards top of the 18. It's tracked down by Dybes for the Eagles. Another long-range shot. It's very interesting. We're seeing a lot of these long-range attempts coming from the Eagles. They're blocked on their way towards goal, but I'm curious if that's more of a scouting thing. You know, maybe the goalkeeper testing the goalkeeper just to see. You don't typically see a lot of high school players firing shots from 40 yards out, but you're seeing that from the Eagles. And I didn't have a chance to talk with Thomason about that before the game, but just based on what I'm seeing here, I almost feel like they're just trying to test and get high balls in on this goalkeeper in Manassian.
Get that, but also, you know, get bodies streaking in front, allow your team to have a chance on those deflections to maybe put one in the back of the net. You know, even if it's cheap. We talked about the most important thing is that it ends up in the net. So even if you can get a cheap one, that might be enough.
So up this near side. Ball moved in by Leffering. Leffering plays in the middle of the park. Ball for Vlasma. He's all alone. One-on-one with the goalkeeper. Vlasma! It's saved by Noel!
Save! Jonah Noel!
What a ball!
Shot number 7.
Vlasma was one-on-one with Noel, and he just couldn't get enough on it to get it past Noel.
All I'm saying is if Plymouth Christian is able to somehow come out on top in this one, you want to talk about a postseason hero for Noel. Man, one-on-one, that one's almost gift-wrapped. Right in front, no one around him, chance to just literally punch it into the back of the net, and somehow the backup goalie able to play hero and keep this one scoreless with 25 minutes to go. That was unbelievable.
Ball punted away by Manassian. This ball made it way all the way back into the 18 of the Warriors. Heimler takes one right into the gut. And I would imagine we're going to have this one stopped.
Official timeout for injury.
So looks like Heimler is still down. And he is turned away. I'm not going to be too assumptive about where that hit, but feel that one.
Yeah, it was just jumping up to try and make a play. And what's interesting is some of these midfield deflections have actually put them in really good spots. That last chance by Vlasma was actually set up off of an interception by these midfielders, and so that was another classic example, but just jumped a little bit too soon. And yeah, I'll agree with you on that other part. That doesn't feel good.
It does not, as Heimler's still down. That is unfortunately one of the byproducts of playing in athletics, right? You can get hurt.
Yeah, that's That's a getting the wind knocked out of you kind of moment right there. That's not going to sideline him, but he's
Western Michigan Christian, number 4,
he's going to need a breath for a few minutes.
For Plymouth Christian, number 25, Leonardo Levine.
I would argue
24-42. 24 minutes,
put me out of the
42
game.
seconds to play in regulation.
I mean, that hit you where you don't want to get hit. There's no question about that.
Yeah, like I said, this is a breathe it out kind of moment. So they're not going to lose him, but it's certainly like a 5, 6, 7 minutes. Just take a breath, take a seat, get a water, walk it off, and then he'll be back out there. But doesn't mean it's any less unfortunate.
No ice for that one.
Just take a lap.
Take a lap. My former coach would tell me, throw some dirt on it. When you got hurt, rub some dirt on it. You know what I mean? That will help. All injuries, almost kind of like, oh, look at this, is inside the box. The Eagles down with a shot that's deflected. It's still deflected. Diabetes is right there. As we're back underway. Little shove, but we'll keep playing, and now the free kick will come in favor of the Eagles.
Western Michigan Christian foul. Free kick, Eagles.
So a free kick from the Eagles for about 34 yards from goal. And Whipple will stand over this one. Again, we've been seeing these long-range shots, so I would expect here, just based on this, to see a long-range shot, Nathan. Whipple will put one low through traffic. It's blocked and cleared up towards midfield. One back and put right back in towards the mix. It's kind of not cleared away as now the Warriors will track it down. This is Hoffman up this near side. I apologize. Actually, it was left ring, but go ahead.
Well, he did what you were talking about earlier, right, with the dew and the wet playing conditions. Try to skip it off the ground, and that one, that's exactly what he tried to do, just a low skipping line drive into the masses, but great job defending it on the other side for the Muskegon boys.
So Whipple will take this one once again. This one about 41 yards from goal. Whipple has 23 goals on the season as this ball played into the mix. Hits off Diabetes. Now up this near side and kind of cleared away, and that's a foul. So, believe it was number 7 in on that. That was Chacon Beltrain.
Western Michigan Christian.
Took down Visser.
And I don't want to jinx anything, JT, but the other thing that's refreshing to see, kind of a clean sheet between these two teams. Really clean physical game being played right now. No cards have been handed out, and I think that's just a byproduct of the clean play, but they're also letting them play a little bit, too, at the same exact time.
Yeah, you just totally put the jinx on us there, Wangler. You should know better.
It's doing my job.
Here comes the commentator's curse. Ball is played up, looking towards an Eagle attacker. Leo Levine now playing the 9 for the Eagles. Cut back right around midfield by Cole DeYoung. He'll play it into Anima. There's Juan DeYoung up that far side. Will play a searching ball that will ultimately go out. As it went out for sure.
Goal kick.
Good idea.
Plymouth Christian.
Ryan Rickson put that one in. And just too much pace on that from DeYoung as it crossed over the end line with 21-26 to go here in this game.
And that's the other thing. They just haven't been able to find their touch on some of these passes up ahead.
6.
Part of it has to do with the defense on the other side for Plymouth 13, Christian, but right now just not connecting on a lot of these passes. And yeah, they've had some dynamite opportunities. I mean, without Noel making that one save, they'd be down 1-0 right now, would Plymouth Christian, but trying to find that fluid motion.
Ball played up, looking for number 25, Leo Levine, but right into the hands of Damanasi and the goaltender here for the Warriors. Good collision. Yamanasian has played 1,742 minutes this season, allowed 24 goals, a good for 1.04 goals against average. Now just outside the 18, the Warriors. Ball kind of loose and finally just kind of poked away out of bounds on this near side. He's made 118 saves this season, had 9 shutouts along the way. Hoffman plays inside. That's DeYoung. Loses the ball. Now the Eagles. Playing it up. Now coming right back to Sam Wong. Looking towards Vlasma, and that's cleared away by Bushy. Up that far side, right in front of the Warriors bench. One back by the Eagles. Looking to play it towards his near side, and Wong now has the ball on his left foot. Plays it into Hoffman. Hoffman up this near side. Now plays inside. Makes the way to Cole DeYoung.
I'm just asking, I'm going to laugh at you. Okay.
So ball makes its way 40 yards from goal by the Eagles. Still on the ball, being dispossessed was number 17 and Micah Levine. Now here come the Warriors. Looking to go towards his near side, towards Hoffman. Now Vlasma will track it down. Good work. Is this ball now fair? Fair, met by 2 defenders by the Eagles, and Fair will end up fouling
Western Michigan Christian foul.
Mac
Free
McDonald.
Kick, Eagles.
And a free kick coming up here for the Eagles in their defensive third. Jimmy John's just arrived. I don't know if you saw that or not, Nathan.
You know I saw it.
I was just making sure you saw it.
Right in front of me. Couldn't miss it.
A lot of sugar and carbohydrates. I could have brought the new pickle sandwich from Jimmy John's. You ever hear about that whole pickle sandwich now?
Pickle sandwich. That's not the Cubano?
No, they have 2 pickles and then top and bottom, and then in between all the meat.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Well, it's a great way to have a healthier, diabetic-free, carbohydrate-free lunch.
Well, that's fair. I didn't think about it from that way.
So Vlasma now has the ball 30 yards from goal. Vlasma taking on a defender, Mac McDonald. Now Hoffman. Up this near side, Hoffman. Ball on his left foot, looking to slide it into the 18. One back by the Eagles. And good work. There's Chacon Beltran, but he can't find his teammate in Thomason. And a throw-in coming up here for the Warriors. 18 minutes to go in this game.
In for Plymouth Christian, number 23, Grant Ramsire. For Western Michigan Christian, number 15,
Appreciate you tuning in here
17,
on this Saturday morning. Again, we got 4 games here in total today. This first game, the Division 4 state final, coming up here at 12:30. The Division 3 state final, Notre Dame Prep, Elk Rapids. That game kicking off at 12:30 right here on the Michigan Soccer Network YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook pages. As this ball makes its way back now, Warriors defense, number 12, Luke Proctor. He'll give it away, though. That far side. Good work as Leo Levine in the corner trying to win the ball back, and now it's going to go over the end line. No, they're going to say no, it didn't go over the end line, out for a throw, and that's a big play because that goes out over the end line. You got a corner kick, and set pieces and solid goalkeeping are what help you catapult you into a championship, winning a game of this magnitude, Nathan.
I'm almost surprised they wouldn't at least try a deep lob into the box that time. This is a really good position. Try to get some bodies into the box and lob it in there. They tried to play it short. Now look at this.
Well, look at this. As Vlasma gets tied up with Bushy. And that's the frustration we're talking about because Vlasma wants that call. He's not going to get it there.
And that one I might have to agree with him on. It only because it did look like he got pulled down. It was enough off screen to where, maybe they missed it, but I'm all for what they're trying to do, just pestering him, but he actually might have an argument on that one.
So Wong plays it up this near side. Looking for Fair. Good step in defensively by Bushy. Ball now back. Luke Mott. Inside to Fair. One back by the Eagles. Oh, a ball slotted out. Ramsire. Dispossessed. Ball played up towards Vlasma. Stepped into it by the Eagles. Got to give the Eagles credit. They have played solid defensive soccer here for the first 66 minutes of this game. It's all going to come down to one play, though. And who's got it in them? Is it the Eagles or is it the Warriors? Vlasma, 40 yards from goal. He'll turn, plays the ball into the 18. Good sliding tackle to get in front of that ball, intercept it. Now up that far side, but goes out. It was Michael Levine who made that slide into the 18. It was a great step in from him to intercept that ball on its way towards the 18 because he had a running on player, I believe, in Bonema.
In for the Warriors, 9, Tyson Anima.
So is now ball in for Vlasma. Now Vlasma, 1-on-1! And oh my goodness, hit the post!
Shot off the post. Number 7, to Colin Vlasma.
Vlasma is just shaking his head because he had another chance. And it came in off the pass.
In for
from
the Warriors, number 2, Juan Dion.
I mean, it came from a throw-in, Nathan. A throw-in, a ball comes in, and just a searching ball up the middle found its way through that gap. And Vlasma was one-on-one with Noel, but he hit the post.
Put it on a platter for him.
Ball up this near side, looking for Hoffman. Hoffman down by the end line, looks to get past the first defender, but the ball will go out.
Goal kick. Plymouth Christian.
But here's the thing, right? We talk about this a lot in soccer. Sometimes all it takes is to get that first goal, and then you could score 12. I mean, that's kind of how it can be. And the better of the chances in today's game have come off the feet of the Warriors. Again, they've been here three years in a row. They know what it's like to play in this game. And so you'd have to say that is this ball played into the 18 and cleared away by Bushy. You have to say that the odds-on favorite in this game is clearly the Warriors.
Right.
But by how this game is being played, you would never know that.
No. And the thing is right, you have to be kind of lucky at the same time, too.
This ball played into the 18 once again. Ball just kind of cleared up, and a shot taken. I believe that was taken Eagles. By number 9. That's Tyson Anima.
Like, you have to play a complete game, but at the same exact time, you have to rely on a couple of lucky breaks to carry you to that victory. So it has to be two-sided. We always talked about the importance of that, right? Make it ugly if you're the underdogs, and that's exactly what they've done, and that's why it's still scoreless with just under 12 to go.
So ball out over midfield, up this near side. The Warriors have a throw-in. Thrown in by Juan DeYoung. There's a little shove there at the end, and there was an advantage as Highmiller.
Plymouth Christian foul.
Good to see him back on the
Warriors.
pitch.
And that was a response. Highmiller actually gave him a bump a little bit earlier, knocked him over, kind of got him in the ribs, so that was just a little bit of get back.
They opt to go short. Juan DeYoung. DeYoung on his right foot towards that back post. Vlasma trying to step in front of it.
Shot number 2.
Right in the hands of Noel.
Juan DeYoung. Save Noel.
I mean, JT, this game has remained tied by a matter of feet. in multiple different instances, maybe inches, you could argue, but that's all you're hoping for if you're the team in white. Just try to outlast them as long as you can. Still scoreless with just north of 10 minutes to go.
So now the Eagles have the ball right around midfield. It was Levine who played it up this near side, but one back by DeYoung and the Warriors. Hoffman now looking to get by Dybes. Still has the ball. Dybes is there defensively. Now Hoffman tries to put it in towards Vlasma. Vlasma has it. Now Vlasma's still on it by the end line. Looking to turn and puts it right towards Noel.
Shot number 7 to Colin Vlasma.
Probably two or three chances there to really kind of turn on it and fire one. He just couldn't get enough on it.
Well, I'm surprised that Vlasma didn't just try to rock it off that one-time opportunity. Position-wise, that was probably his best chance to just shoot it as soon as he got it, but just played with it a little bit too much. That's when the opportunity shut down.
So now Hoffman again. Here come the Warriors. Hoffman inside, trying to play it to DeYoung, and intercepted and cleared away. So Whipple was there to stop that promising attack. 10 minutes to go in this Division IV state final. The Warrior faithful getting a cheer going on here at Grand Ledge High School. Up that far side, here come the Eagles. That's Ramsire in the corner. Ramsire gets the ball. He lays it off. Just could not find a way. Is now Whipple looking for Ramsire, and this one cleared away and out of danger by number 12, Luke Proctor. You had, Michael Levine. I mean, he was right there. He's got to get a clean touch there.
Yeah, you have someone waiting back middle for a chance on that one-time opportunity, and you just can't receive it clean, can't forward it. And sometimes those three passes that results in goal, they all happen instantaneously. It's like 1, 2, 3 in the back of the net. You have to find a way to center that one.
So Whipple, little back heel looking for Ramsire, but not the right direction. This ball played up and over towards midfield. One back by the Eagles. This one put back into the 18, and it'll end up over the end line.
Goal kick, Warriors.
So unlike what we have seen in the past in playoffs, it used to be golden goal. It used to be that if you were to get into overtime, get a goal, you could win in the death, right? They call it golden goal for a reason, because that would end the game. Now, if this game goes into overtime, you got to play the 2:20. You got to play 2 10-minute overtimes, a full 20. And then if you're still tied there, then you go into a penalty shootout. So this game could get very interesting here very quickly as this ball is now for Vlasma! Goes wide!
Shot wide left. Number 7 to Colin Vlasma.
I mean, Vlasma's had how many opportunities? I mean,
there are hands on heads, hands on hips. His fans wearing green here today who are just spinning in circles off to our left. It's just, man, the anticipation of every feed that he gets onto his foot, and with nearly 30 goals this year, understandably so, but just madness, the fact that this game is still tied. But again, give credit to Plymouth Christian for battling to keep themselves there.
Ball at midfield. Warriors continue to find their teammates, just can't get that final pass, that final clean touch to go into the back of the net. That's the only difference so far in this game. Good move inside. Ball makes its way to DeYoung on this near side. It's got Hoffman. Hoffman, ball on his left foot. Looks to get down by the end line. Looks to slide this into the 18. Kind of cleared away as Whipple now heads it up back towards DeYoung and the Warriors. Anima lays it back. Ball pushed out wide. Up that far side. A shot kind of poked with the toe towards Noel. That was Bonema who took that shot. And Noel has done a very, very good job here today for this Eagles team. I Thinking about the challenge of having to come in during warm-ups, that you're going to be the starting goalkeepers. Ooh, a collision between the Eagle defender, it was Bushy, and Hoffman.
That Bushy got caught up in the turf monster that time. He wasn't actually trying to make that physical play. He just ended up falling right into the Warrior that was in front of him. But, man, how big has he been for this defense?
He has done a fantastic job managing Vlasma. Vlasma's had chances. You're not gonna shut down a player of Vlasma's stature an entire 80-minute game, but you got to limit his chances. You've got to make his chances, the ones he does get, make them off balance, make them as wacky as you possibly can, and that's what he's been able to do in this game. I mean, Vlasma's had chances. He's had one-on-one. He's had two of them.
Yeah.
But because of what Bushy's been able to do in this game, he's really stopped all of that. Now Highmiller will put a ball in towards Vlasma. Vlasma in the 18. Bonema was right there, and
Bushy's just a ball hawk, man. Yet again on that last one.
So the Eagles now have the ball. Chacon Beltran on that far side, and just can't find his fellow teammate in Micah Levine.
In for Plymouth Christian, number 25, Leonardo Levine. For Western Michigan Christian, number 13, Sam Wong.
So a couple subs coming in here. One back by the Eagles, and Mac McDonald, as this ball makes its way now. This near side with the Warriors on the ball. Anima played it back to Mott, and out it will go. So 77th minute, 3:54 to go. It's 0-0 here from Grand Ledge High School. Happy to have you along for the ride. Ball kind of played up top, makes his way into the 18. Out comes Manassian. He'll make the grab. So looking to go over the top now was DeYoung. He'll find Vlasma. Whipple will be there on Vlasma as well. Ball played in now to Anima. Near side to Hoffman. Hoffman cuts inside on his right foot towards that back post. Still loose. Now Bonema on the ball. Bonema will fire one, but right into the sure hands.
Shot 22. Mason
of Noel.
Save Jonah Noel. Reminder to fans, please remain off the field following this championship game to make way for our awards presentation for both teams.
Ditto from here. We say the same thing. Yeah, please don't. As Hoffman now on the ball. Vlasma just outside the 18. He'll cut back on his right foot. Up and over.
Shot number 7 to Colin Vlasma. Goal kick, Plymouth Christian.
Feet. That's been the defining factor in this first game. By a matter of feet. Feet. In multiple different instances.
I would say right now it's a full yard if you average all of them together and add them up. It's probably a full yard, but because that one off the post, I would say at least 6 to 7 inches. That first save that Noel made, a breakaway, that was probably at least 1.5 feet, and then that right there probably 2 feet. So I think we're right around a yard. Or we can go with a meter,
No room for moral victories in this one, though.
No. That's right. And that's why I'm so thankful that the MHSAA got away with that whole, if it was tied after overtime for the longest time, it would go into, look at this now, it's Hoffman. Hoffman now cuts inside. Hoffman poked away! Great work there at the last moment. I'm not sure if it was Bush who got a touch on that, but Hoffman made a great push in the 18. And that kind of made its way right back to Noel. Now DeYoung out that far side now for Bonema. Bonema now. Look at Bonema! The Warriors break free with 1 minute to go.
Michigan Christian.
An unlikely hero getting his 7th goal of the season with 1:04 to go.
And when you spend so much time trying to earmark one guy or two guys, you need the rest of the crew to step up. Great through ball. The defender on that time didn't even realize he was sneaking past him. It looked like that was Luke Elliott, was trying to keep his eyes on the ball, didn't realize that he was sneaking right behind him, and by that time he was well out of position. Had to try to rely on Noel to make another miraculous save, but eventually you're going to break down, especially against an offense like this, and snuck it past him in a heartbreaker at the worst moment.
1 minute to play in regulation.
The worst moment, you can definitely say that was 1 minute
Western
to go.
Michigan
Mason
Christian
Bonema.
goal scored by 22, Mason Bonema. Time of the goal, 1:04. 1 minute, 4 seconds to play in regulation. Our score, Western Michigan Christian 1.
44
Plymouth
seconds
Christian
to
0.
go. A free kick coming here for the Eagles. This is going to be about 20 yards away from goal. Whipple stands over the ball. No bigger free kick than this.
Official
the clock
timeout
has come to a stop, so we'll roll the clock back. As Whipple stands over this one. Now we'll see fellow teammate sliding over in Chacon Beltran. Whipple takes the shot and the save!
Shot number 10.
Manassian comes up big!
Save.
That was whipped in by Whipple and pushed aside.
Plymouth Christian.
No, ball off the corner. This is getting very interesting. Is now Vlasma, Noel. From 40 yards out, Vlasma steps into it. 18 seconds to go. Vlasma on this near side. Dybes. And that is going to do it.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
For the 3rd consecutive year, the Muskegon Western Michigan Christians can call themselves state champions.
Final score of this Division IV final game. Western Michigan Christian 1, Plymouth Christian 0. Our awards presentation, moments from now.
You know, you can talk all day long about the opportunities created here today for both of these teams, and you got to tip your hats to how Plymouth Christian came out in this game and how they attacked this game defensively, and ultimately they were 1:04 away from getting this thing to overtime where anything can happen, and you got to tip your hats. But at the end of the day, good teams, great teams find ways to win soccer games, and a great team here today won this one.
After
they did so with a 1-0 victory.
Both teams will line up near the awards table.
With a 1-0 victory here, Nathan, over Plymouth Christian, and they did it with, again, I said unlike the hero in the sense that ultimately, you look at this and say, hey, you got Vlasma, who's had a fantastic year, right? You talk about none of these players, and Bonema is able to put home a goal with 1:04 to go and give his team the state championship for the 3rd consecutive year.
Well, and stepping up in a big moment. We always talk about our key players before the game, who to focus on, who's had a great year. Well, Vlasma was that guy, and he was the guy they continued to target. But as the game went on, despite maybe some of his prime opportunities, they were doing a good job defensively, Plymouth Christian was, so who else was going to step up in that big moment? And just an outstanding through ball. Finally, were able to connect on one of their biggest touches, and with just over a minute left to go, you couldn't have gotten it. Had a better time, too, to slot it in, but, don't discredit the save at the end of the game, too. I mean, the way that they were able to keep that one out, this was nearly a tied game yet again. So it's pretty clear that Western Michigan Christian was the team that had the edge in this matchup here today. It was just a matter of, could Plymouth Christian hold up enough defensively to make a game out of it? Well, they certainly made a game out of it, but just weren't able to come up in those final moments.
No question about that. Your final score here from Grand Ledge High School: Muskegon, Western Michigan Christian 1 and Plymouth Christian 0. They will be your Division IV state champions here for the third consecutive year. For our production team, I'm Jonathan Turner, Nathan Winkler to my left, along with Mr. John Bennett and Dan Stickrad, our director of news, who's out now doing his reporting for that news story that'll be on our website here in a few short minutes. That'll do it from us here for game number 1. We got 3 more to go. Division 3 coming up here at 12:30, so don't go anywhere. I'll be back in 45 minutes for more soccer. So long, everybody. In for Baccarat, and that goes in! Hugo Baccarat gives Flint City a 3-2. Buckley, the ball falls to Buckley. 1-on-1 with Etheridge. What a save!
Welcome into the first ever MSN All-State Media Day for girls soccer. Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Stickrad.
Ball comes in, a good hit! 1-0! Shot, another save from Etheridge! Rebound, and it goes in the back of the net. The Bulldogs up 1-0! Burzma, with it for Vlasma! 3-0! Stewart Heights with a shot! Upper 90 and in!
Effectively today here on the Michigan Soccer Network, we are launching our new division of player recruitment video.